You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
You are now tuned in to the number one podcast in the world, The WATE, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to The WATE, the world according to Eli. I'm your host, Eli. This is my co-host, my dad.
Dad in the building. What's up, champ? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Welcome to another episode of The WATE, the world according to Eli, music, sports, video games,
and culture.
And that's what we do.
Yep, all day, every day.
And that's how we do. How you feeling?
Feeling good. We took a bad L.
Don't jump the gun. We're going to get
against
there.
the Chiefs. We'll talk about that. I'm kind of getting a little worried.
Just a little tight, right?
A little tight. But, we'll see what happens down the road. Let's get into the Saints and 49ers game.
Saints and 49ers game.
Very high-scoring game.
I was surprised by that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really, because you have a young quarterback in Jimmy Garoppolo, and then you have Drew Brees.
Yes, but considering how well...
considering how well the 49ers
were playing defense.
Yeah.
For them to give up 46 points,
yeah,
that's a breakdown somewhere.
Yeah, but I think it also has to do with the fact that the offense, even though it's getting there to be elite, but not there just yet.
Yes.
It's the same. It's a little bit different with my Patriots, but the defense can't hold down anymore. It's starting to. Because the longer you go to putting up dominant defensive points or stats, the more going into the season more, you're down to let a little cracks fall through.
So the defense gets worn down.
Yeah, a little bit.
Fatigue kicks in.
Yeah, fatigue.
And you figure inside of the Superdome,
right? It's
turf, it's indoors.
Absolutely.
And Drew Brees, they came in with a game plan.
And then that's how your communication with your defensive unit kind of starts to be like, dude, you know better not to.
And then it gets loud in there.
Right.
It's one of the very loudest stadiums, so
absolutely,
miscommunication can happen.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So
yes.
But the Saints was 14 in this game.
Yeah, the Saints were big early.
Two touchdowns at this point. So
yes.
I'm like, okay, cool. It seems like they'll do their thing, and then Jimmy Garoppolo was like, okay, now it's my turn.
He had 5 touchdowns or 4 touchdowns in
Four
that
touchdowns
game.
And threw a pick, but the pick was off of the wide receiver should have caught that.
Got you.
It was one of them. It hits off your hands, and then
and he should have had that. Got you.
But I'm very impressed with both of these teams. This might be NFC Championship game.
Preview. Could be a preview for that. Yes.
I'm not gonna give up on the Saints. No, I'm sorry, the Seahawks and the Packers yet. But
listen, Seahawks in particular, the Packers have been kind of running under the radar.
Yeah.
A little bit. They're 10-3.
Right.
Which means they double-digit wins. That's pretty good. With an opportunity to maybe even go 12-4, 13-3.
Absolutely.
And then you tell me who your quarterback is.
I'll tell you who's going to win.
I'll tell you who's going to win
now,
these games.
Are you impressed with Jimmy Garoppolo's late game management?
I am. I think he's getting better. See, you got to be put in these situations in big games, and you have to execute. And he got his team down in field goal position and an opportunity to
I can
win
agree
the
with that because I feel like he learned from his Monday night game against the Seahawks.
Yes.
Because he looked flustered, a little bit panicky.
Right. He looked like he wasn't ready for the moment.
Right.
Yes.
But he definitely did handle his moment. I think the 49ers defense will lock up again because they're still putting up amazing numbers.
Yes. And they escape with a win. In a long season, good, healthy, lucky. Some games you're going to win by a field goal.
Right.
Some games you're going to blow teams out.
Absolutely.
But as long as you get the win. And I didn't think it said anything bad about the Saints. It's just that 49ers had the ball last, and they executed.
But are you also worried? I mean, even though I think the 49ers defense is going to lock up, are you worried that they gave up 46 points?
That I am worried about. But when I think about the Superdome, Drew Brees, you traveling across country, it can have a lot to do with that.
Right.
So I think in a championship caliber game, all
especially
bets
if you have
is off.
home court advantage.
Yes, and if you give Drew Brees is another one of them quarterbacks who can beat anybody on any given Sunday.
Absolutely.
Even the big mighty 49ers.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So the second game was the Bears versus your Cowboys. Bears won that 31-24.
And this guy Gerrit still has his job.
Yeah, they said that they're gonna reevaluate his job at the end of the season.
Well, the end of the season, his contract is up, so it's nothing to reevaluate. It'll be a great way for Jerry Jones just to say, I'm not renewing his contract.
Right.
He don't have a contract past this year, but I mean, so I guess.
I think they just didn't want to give it. I think they just want to finish out the season.
Yeah, you don't want to make a sudden change in mid-season like this.
Because technically, right now, it's a tie ball game in the division.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right. I mean, even though, because the Eagles was about to lose their game, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
We'll talk about that in a few.
But back to the Bears. That was a monumental win for both teams. 'Cause one of those teams had to win that game.
Right.
To just stay alive.
And the Bears were impressive.
Yeah.
They got after the Cowboys. The Cowboys looked flustered.
Yeah. And they looked outmatched.
And outmatched. That's the word I'm looking for. They look outmatched, which is a reflection to me on your coach.
And all the Bears have to do in terms of the team is just fix their offense.
Yeah, get them a quarterback.
Get them a Cam Newton.
Yeah.
To come into Chicago.
Yeah, one of them kind of quarterbacks who can make some plays with his feet.
Their defense is ranked like number 5.
Yeah, their defense is always good in Chicago.
Extremely good. And then their offense is ranked like 26, 23. You can't have a bad offense and a elite defense and expect to win like 12 games.
Absolutely. Unless your defense is so good.
Right, and unless the system that you're in, a.k.a. the Patriots, can manage that. And,
Right.
Do their thing.
I think the Cowboys will lose the division.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles are a better team.
But here's the thing.
Not on paper. On paper, the Cowboys have everything they need.
There's still one more game they got to play, and that's against the Eagles.
Now, I understand. That's in Philadelphia, if memory serves me correct. So Philly kind of has the edge there. Any one of these teams put together a 2-game winning streak,
right? It's pretty much
it's over.
Yeah, it's pretty much a wrap. But
it's pretty much a wrap. Absolutely.
Do you still like Dak as your quarterback?
Yes, I think Dak is he's not an elite quarterback,
but he's like an all-star quarterback.
Yeah, but he's better than average quarterback.
Right.
So if you put some pieces around him, and it's the scheme.
Right.
You got a running back who I don't know what happened to.
He got the money.
Ezekiel.
He got the money. It's the same thing that happened to Tristan Thompson with the Cavaliers.
Yes.
And Clint Capella with the Houston Rockets. I'm just using these as an example.
As an example, yeah.
But once they got, because when they was hungry, they balled down.
Right.
They did amazing things that you would never think a big man or just somebody who's hungry for their money would do. And then once they get paid, it's like, okay, now I can lay back, chill, and relax.
Yeah.
And not even fight for, because like you said, y'all had the one of the best offensive lines.
Yes.
A solid quarterback. And a great run. And then you have Amari Cooper on the side.
Absolutely. So this has become an issue of, bad management, in my humble opinion. Because you have pieces.
And you was just 4 weeks ago, y'all was 6-4.
And looking and poking their chest out. What did I tell you?
Yeah, Cowboys fans,
don't know how to deal with success.
Right.
Even minor success.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they start poking their chests out and start believing the newspaper clippings.
Yeah.
And they're not that good.
So, we'll see what happens with that one. The Ravens came out with a big win against the Bills.
That was a major win in Buffalo.
That was a juggernaut game because both teams were like the Ravens had 10 wins, the Buffalo Bills had 9 wins, and it was in Buffalo.
Yes.
And
for the Ravens to travel, Buffalo's a tough place to play.
Yeah.
Especially in December and January, and for them to go up there, and it wasn't pretty.
Right.
But all wins are not going to be pretty. Yes?
Yeah, but the score doesn't really explain the game because
doesn't reflect the game.
Doesn't reflect the game because the Ravens was up 14 pretty much the whole game.
Okay.
And then they kind of
garbage time.
Right.
Okay.
Close,
okay. All right.
But Lamar Jackson is going to be the MVP to me.
I think he sold it up this last week. Yeah. They're 11-2. They clinched. And that could be significant later on down the line.
Yeah, absolutely. I did want to see Russell put up a fight, but I think his last performance wasn't as good against the Rams.
Yeah, but you still have 3 games left. So.
Yeah, but the way that they lost, because when I tuned in, it was 7-28 or like 14-28.
And what was the final score of that game?
31. I think.
So the Rams put it on him.
Yeah, basically. Okay. That was a monumental game when you knew you had to win that.
Yes.
And still put up your MVP numbers.
But remember we talked about these division games.
Right.
It don't matter what their record are. We know you. We play you twice a year.
That's what matters.
And you know, I could beat you. I can have a 1-8 record. Right. You could be 8-1, and I still can beat you.
Yeah.
You know, especially divisional games.
Going back to Lamar real quick. I do love his game. I just feel like next year we're gonna figure that out. At least 20 teams out of the 32 are gonna figure him out.
Well, that's what good scouting is about, right?
Right.
And it was funny having white gloves in Buffalo because he was trying to make a statement because remember the 49ers announcer they suspended him one game for saying he's dark-skinned, the football is dark-skinned, his uniform is dark-skinned.
He was saying the quarterback sneak works so well because his hands are matching the football.
Right,
yeah.
right. And,
which was,
and that's a little racist.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so he had on white gloves.
Absolutely, yeah.
To show you I'm still nice at what I do. So that was a subtle jab.
And he broke Michael Vick's record.
Yes.
So that's, you know.
Yes, you know, 1,000-yard rushing. So when you have a quarterback who can give you 1,000 on the ground
and then can throw for at least 100,
then you have a threat on your hand that you're gonna have to deal with.
Yeah, but then this just reminds me of the Patrick Mahomes effect because last year when Patrick Mahomes was running for MVP, everybody was saying, "Oh my God, he's unbelievable." We haven't seen anything like this since Brett Favre.
Yes.
So you know, I'm just saying, eventually.
But with Patrick Mahomes, I think he got hurt.
Right, and that kind of messed up his.
And that messed him up a little bit.
Right.
I think if he had came out still with the same energy and not injured, because they're making a run now.
Yeah, they are.
And there's somebody who the Patriots got to look in their rearview mirror because you're only one more win than they have.
Yeah.
And if y'all slip and they get in.
And if we don't beat the Bills the following week after that.
Yeah. So it ain't. It's starting to get interesting.
Yeah. So now let's transition into that game. It was the Chiefs versus the Patriots, 23-16. We got robbed of a couple of things, but I'm not.
Yeah. You
first
as a Patriots fan,
I know
you can't argue.
I can't argue with that, even though I would like to.
You guys get tons of calls.
Yeah. That was a little bit of karma, I guess, over the years.
Yeah.
With the tuck rule, couple other things, the fly gate.
Yeah, some things we're gonna talk about today.
The flake gate, my bad.
Yeah. So, but I thought it was a good game.
Yeah, but
what was your take on the game itself? Your eye test. What did you see?
My eye test was Brady's getting frustrated with these wide receivers. Like Myers, who can't catch. Did not know he was.
That's like LeBron throwing look-away passes, and dudes just can't.
Yeah, and then until you have Harry, who's still a rookie. This was only his third game. Mm-hmm. Barely he can only trust Edelman, but now it's like Edelman has become that new Rob Gronkowski, where we know you're gonna throw it to him.
That's my point. So we could double the schemes that you put on him. It forces Brady to have to go somewhere else.
Right.
Absolutely.
We only had one drive where our running backs ran for more than 5 yards.
Yes.
Because our running game has been terrible.
Yes.
I do like the fact that we got Isaiah Wynn back because that helped Brady a little bit more with the timing.
And that's your left tackle. Yeah.
That's my left tackle.
Okay.
But still, and then too, there are times where they're open and time just overthrows.
Yeah, he threw a bad pick.
And then he threw a bad pick. I don't know what he was looking at.
That was a terrible pick.
But that just proved to 42. This is pretty much his last run at it.
Yeah.
For the most part, even though he says he wants to play the 40. It's not, because at this point now, it's not about your mindset, it's about your body.
Right, it's the physical ability to react fast.
Right.
And be able to get things done. He did have a great scramble.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. On the 4th and 6th, yeah.
Yes.
Where he ran for 10 yards. But then it goes back to Kobe. Kobe was the same way. Mm-hmm. He knew his mindset can handle it, but his body was just breaking down.
And that's the battle with athletes. Some athletes mind go.
Right.
Like they don't have the mentality to continue to do it.
Right.
And they physically can do it, but most of them, mentally they're there. But physically, it becomes a challenge.
Yeah. So, and our defense, not like the 49ers, where they can rely on their offense to march down the field and hold down the fort while they rest.
Right.
My defense played for like 29 minutes, it felt like.
Right, yeah. It felt
for
like
the first half of the game because Brady kept getting off the field within a minute or less.
Absolutely.
And I can't expect my elite defense on the AFC side of things, or on the flip side, to hold down the fort if they're gonna play for more than 20 or way past their limit.
And that's any defense.
Right.
Your defense is supposed to bend, not break. But if it's out there longer than usual, or the rhythm in which they back on the field, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, eventually there's going to be some cracks in the armor.
And then
and that's what we saw.
I got to give credit to my special teams because they got a huge stop to bring it closer.
Oh, no, absolutely. They're doing their job, but this is the first time Brady looks mortal.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have the weapons I'm normally seeing him with.
What did you think of the what did you think of the fumble call for them to blow the whistle like that?
That was a bad call because you're supposed to let the play out. And so I think they robbed the Patriots of a touchdown.
But here's the thing,
or at minimum, they was going to be in the red zone.
But I've seen that a lot though. I've seen where they think it's a fumble and then they blow the whistle.
Right.
And that's mainly because in live action it just looks like the player was down. Because when we was watching it in live action, I thought Kelsey was down first.
Right.
And then the ball popped out.
And the play where
Harry
got the touchdown.
Yeah, because his feet.
You were supposed to. The protocol is call it a touchdown first.
Right.
Because all scores are reviewed.
Now here's the thing: why didn't they go to the booth?
Because they called it not a touchdown on the field.
Ah.
And I can't go to the booth.
So when
and Brady didn't have any. No, the Patriots didn't have any more challenges.
Yeah, but I was saying that's not a challenge though. If y'all go to the booth.
No. But I'm saying if y'all would have had a challenge, y'all would have been able to turn it. Have it overturned. But the fact that y'all didn't have a challenge because Belichick wasted one on a. It was a close play.
He probably should have saved that one.
Probably should have saved that.
Probably should have saved
that
one. Yeah.
So all of those things led to. And then there was a bad interference call on Edelman. A couple of things that normally go to Patriots' way.
But I mean, it's. Like I said before, I'm not gonna complain about it because I've seen it happen benefit for us.
Absolutely,
we benefited off of it last year in the AFC Championship
Absolutely. Game. So it's a little bit of karma.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
So the Eagles get a big win against the Giants, beating them in overtime, 23-17. Eli threw for 2 TDs, 203 yards, and he went 15 for 30. And I thought that they were going to win that game because they was up 14 points.
Yes, they was up big.
They was up big, and I'm like, okay, cool.
17-3 at halftime or something, yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, Giants defense, just hold your boy down. Because he ain't got to throw more than maybe 3 touchdowns.
Right,
you can't expect them to go for 5 TDs. And
absolutely.
Not like that anymore.
But, again, when you're a 2-9 team, it's a reason you're a 2-9 team.
Yeah.
And that reason, obviously, is the Giants stink. Yeah. And they was playing a Philadelphia team that also stinks.
But they needed that win to stay in front.
They needed that win to stay in the hunt. Because it doesn't matter how you get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
You just got to get there. Because then everybody is 0-0. And, then you
I've seen that happen twice with the Giants.
And then you getting a home game.
Right.
Philadelphia or if they win, they getting a home game.
Right. You ain't winning.
You really can't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I thought Eli, looked pretty good.
I'm happy for Eli. He did his thing,
and maybe but he needs to retire as well.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear, I'm looking at 2020. No.
Nah.
You wasn't that good to begin with per se.
Right.
You had some classic moments.
And he
will elevated you. Yeah, he'll make the Hall. I don't think he'll make first ballot.
No, I don't think. No, I was saying I think he's on. Can we agree that he's probably gonna only make the Hall, even though he has solid
because of the Super Bowl championship?
Yeah,
beating the Patriots twice.
I'm not wrong for saying that.
No, because if everything else all is balanced, he throws a lot of interceptions. He's lost a lot of games.
Right, because he's now he is 116 for 117.
Right. So he's lost one more game than he's won.
Right.
And so that's not a very good record for any quarterback.
All right. Well, I didn't want to just sound like a hater, but I'm just saying, in general. So now we have going back to the Patriots real quick. Apparently we got caught taping
another team.
Bengals and Browns game.
Bengals and Browns game. You guys are taping the Bengals. Listen, where there's smoke, there's fire. I have no.
That's not. Hold up. First of all, Bill said he wasn't involved.
I don't care what Bill said. I know what I saw or what they're saying. Why are y'all filming the lowly Bengals? Y'all should be able to go in there and beat them hands down.
I don't think those people. I think the scouting people was not a part of the.
Yeah, they said they were filming a documentary and all this craziness, right? This is what they're saying. But because it's the Patriots, you got to raise at least one eyebrow. You got to be like, I don't really know.
I think that was just pointless. I mean, we're not. What are we? We're like 12 games better than them right now.
Absolutely. So, but when you have these habits.
Yeah.
These habits don't die.
Yeah.
You guys are out there filming.
Yeah. It's like
a weak team.
It's like if you had a family member who had some issues and then you gotta hide some stuff from them.
Yeah. You gotta hide everything from the Patriots.
Yeah.
You know, they use everything.
I don't think it's.
You are listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
Yeah, we got some big news in the MLB world. The New York Yankees got Gerrit Cole.
Let's clap that up. Yeah.
I'm excited about that one.
Oh. I'm super excited.
I know the Astros are like, what?
Well, the Astros, as a small market team, couldn't afford to pay what the Yankees. And remember, there's no salary cap in baseball.
Right.
So the Yankees.
But I mean, didn't they grow some value since they won the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but not the Yankees are the most,
the Yankees,
richest team in baseball.
Yeah.
And you lucky Steinbrenner Sr. has passed away because he would have had Strasburg and Cole.
Cole. Yeah.
So the Yankees pitched both of them. And because Strasburg wound up getting $245,
right? They had
the Nationals kept him.
Yeah.
Scott Boras is a brilliant agent if he's your agent.
Yeah.
And he wound up getting $324 for a 9-year deal.
And it's Cole has an opt-out year after 5, so it's really gonna. I think the Yankees are only gonna use him for 5.
But it's gonna be the 5 best years of his life.
Right.
Now, when we go into a series, I know we have a bona fide ace.
Right.
Then Severino can be your number 2 guy.
Right. And then you can use one of those 2 for that game 7.
Right. So you shore up a few things.
And then you got Tanaka, who is, if he's on point in October.
But now he moves down to a 3rd.
Yeah.
In the rotation, which is great.
Right.
And I think they have shored up some things. If they stay healthy, I can see the Yankees finally getting over the hump.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they just went a whole decade
without winning a
That
title.
sounds unheard of.
Especially in New York.
Or not even winning it, but just going to the World Series.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
That definitely sounds unheard of.
And then we heard that the Astros was cheating.
Right.
Even the year that they beat the Yankees, Joe Girardi said it was some really weird things going on.
with the center tape.
Yeah, and they was banging on garbage cans to let the hitters know what pitch was coming.
Right.
Because they had stole the signs.
Right.
So there's a lot of cheating going on, including the Patriots. But the Yankees get their guy.
Right.
I'm happy for them. Because I'll tune in and watch this dude work. You know what I mean? So that's good. And in New York too. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean it's a big market town.
That's gonna be big.
Plus MLB needs like the Yankees to win 1 or 2 more.
Yes, it's been a minute. Yes, absolutely.
Same thing like the NFL needs the Patriots to at least be in the playoffs.
Yes.
To get their ratings out.
Yes.
So on to NBA news. The Milwaukee Bucks have won 15 in a row.
15 in a row. I'm starting to think they're really serious
Giannis said that when he was a rookie, they only had 15 wins.
Right.
So for them to now have 15 in a row is like
huge. I think they figured if you watch this dude play,
he's
the new version of Shaq, but not as big as Shaq.
Yeah.
But his arm length, his jumping ability, man.
And it's the same effect too, because Shaq wasn't a shooter.
No, Shaq would bully people. This dude is bullying people.
Yeah.
He's backing you down. You can't stop him, and he's dunking on you.
Right. And two, the only thing he got to work on really is his free throws.
Right. He's got to work on his free throws.
Because now in the clutch, I need you to be on the court.
And a more consistent jump shot.
Right.
Because in these close games, teams are going to try to take something away. Yes?
Absolutely.
And you got to be able to go to that second or third move, second or third option. So I think Milwaukee is going to be for real in the East.
Yeah, and then your Lakers have been rolling as well.
The Lakers have been rolling. They had a small hiccup where they lost a game.
Yeah.
But AD and LeBron are now both MVP candidates. I think LeBron was trying too much to appease AD early.
Right.
And now they're just playing ball. And LeBron, as C.J. McCollum said, he has turned into Robin.
Robin, which is cool because I'm in my 17th year. I don't need to be Robin. I mean, I don't need to be Batman anymore.
And remember, we're not asking LeBron to do nothing he's not comfortable with.
Right.
We're not. See, people forget LeBron is not a bona fide scorer.
Right.
He can score. So
yeah.
now we're not saying we don't want you to be a scorer. We want you to be a facilitator.
Right.
LeBron by nature is a facilitator who can score.
Absolutely.
So now he's just in his role. He's going to lead the league in assists.
And then when you double team AD in the fourth quarter, I can be clutch and go back to being Batman.
Absolutely. And pick and choose these moments. So it's going to be interesting because the Lakers, they got 5 games that I'm concerned about because they're all on the road. Mm-hmm. They got Orlando, Miami, they got Atlanta,
don't they got the
Bucks? Pacers, and then the Bucks.
Okay.
They got and those are 5 tough road games, even in Atlanta or the Pacers. They play well. So if they come out of there 4-1, 3-2, I think they did well.
Right.
And then that's gonna all line up for the Christmas game.
And side note, both of these teams are not going for the Golden State record. I don't want to hear.
No. Neither one of these teams.
I don't want to hear that because some of y'all already starting that.
Nope.
It's not happening.
That's not happening. That's a very
that was. Even though it was awesome, that was one of those anomaly situations because for you to go 28 and 4 the first 32 games, and then you gotta go 39 and 4, like those. Yes, that was crazy.
That's crazy. So I still say the Christmas game is gonna be big.
Yeah.
Because the Clippers are now starting to find their own a little bit.
Yeah, apparently they're number 2 in the West right now.
Yeah,
I'm surprised by that.
I'm not surprised because they look at their roster. They should be.
No, but because of the load management, you're not having Kawhi some nights.
But you still got Paul George and you still got that defense.
Yeah. Speaking of Paul George real quick, he, to me right now, is like the second best either shooting guard or small forward. Because, mind you, too, though, we don't have Kevin Durant.
Right.
So, and the way he's been shooting the lights out from the perimeter and just...
He just banged 7 threes on Indiana, his old team.
And then he did it 2 nights before that against another team.
Yes.
He's become the second best small forward or shooting guard.
But remember, he's one of them guys who's 6'9",
right,
who plays both ends of the court, and they're going to be a problem. So the Christmas game is going to be real big.
Yeah.
But the test for Milwaukee... For the Lakers in Milwaukee, it'll be a pretest.
Right.
So they get them next Thursday, and then they get a game or 2, and then on the Christmas Day game,
absolutely,
we are by the TV, waiting for that action to pop.
Kevin Love is he's heard about the trade rumors from Cleveland.
Yes.
And he's interested in Portland.
I think that's a great fit because he's from Portland.
He's from there.
And with now Rodney Hood, who tore his Achilles,
right,
Melo can move from the 4 to the 3. Where he naturally likes to be. Yep. And now, their defense is going to suck.
Yeah.
Because Kevin Love and Melo.
Yeah.
Oh, they ain't going to be no defense.
And then CJ, one of those 2 guards doesn't play defense as well either. I don't know if it's Damian or...
I think it's Dame. CJ plays pretty decent. Now, if you can keep Whiteside can make up.
Isn't that... I can't believe I'm saying this because we benefited off of it for years. But isn't that too much power?
No, how?
Because like but didn't it feel like not Golden State.
Well, no, because Melo is on the downside of his career.
True.
Kevin Love is on the downside of his career.
Yeah.
These guys are not in their prime.
Right. Yeah, so, I guess it would feel like that if they was in their prime.
If they was in their prime, you'd be like, man, that's a lot of buckets.
I also could see Kevin Love going to Miami.
Yes, that would be a great fit.
Because I do think Jimmy needs help as
somebody who stretches the floor.
Yeah.
And somebody who does all the dirty work.
Because they have the rookies, like the diamond in the rough talent.
Yes.
With Miami, that's why they've been so good.
Yes.
With Jimmy Butler's help.
Yes.
But I feel like they need another big that can just.
Yeah, that'd be dope. So Kevin Love is gonna go somewhere. He's not going to come at a cheap price.
Absolutely not.
Because I haven't heard nothing about Iguodala in a while. What's going on with that?
Because Memphis is being selfish.
Oh, okay.
Memphis has been selfish.
They're playing hardball
this entire season because he instantly told them, "I do not want to be here. I really would rather retire and go to state." But we knew it was going to happen with the Kevin Durant thing.
Yes.
So then he said, "Look, give me either buy me out or trade me to the Lakers or the Clippers.
Either one.
Because those are the only team. Because I don't think he's trying to either leave Cali as well."
Right.
Because he has business in Cali with the high tech.
Yeah, he
Microsoft,
got some Silicon Valley stuff going on.
Yeah. But now they're working on something, so he'll eventually be moved.
Okay.
So Kawhi goes back to Toronto tonight
to
get his rings. You say he's gonna be booed.
So I say, let's start a mini debate here.
Yeah.
Right. I say.
Go ahead.
I say they should boo Kawhi Leonard.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you why. You say they should
cheer him.
I say they should boo him because he used them. Sure, he got them a ring. He had no intentions to stay there. I say when the allegiance to a team should be a little bit more than what he offered, and he's not a part of their team anymore. And too many fans are too soft. Yes, he won us a chip, but he's no longer here. He should be the enemy. And he used that load management crap just because he didn't want to stay in Toronto and wait till the playoff come. He got lucky in the playoffs. Yes. Because if Golden State was healthy, he does not win. And he even strung them along. He used them as a piece on the chessboard to get to the Clippers. He kept dragging them along and the Lakers. Them and the Lakers. Them and the Lakers. Them and the Lakers. So I'm saying that the fans there, who, if he was a lifelong player there and he got a ring and left, okay. He played 1 year. He used them. He won a ring by default. I say boo.
Okay. I'm going to say cheer because I got you a championship. The only championship y'all probably ever going to have for a while. And then you talk about being loyal to the team and whatnot. This is a new millennium. We haven't been loyal since before LeBron and went to Miami days.
Okay.
It's ain't about loyalty anymore. It's about what's the best fit for me and my situation. And the load management did help, even though I didn't play for the regular season more than like maybe 55 games. That helped me stay healthy in the postseason.
Okay.
Play more minutes in the postseason.
Okay.
And we beat the big teams. Like, we beat Milwaukee, we beat Philly, and we beat Golden State. And who cares that Golden State got hurt? Everybody wanted to see them go down. And it's, hey, if you ain't on the court, that's very bad. But, hey, we got to win the championship. Like, we still got to play through it.
Okay. All right. I still say they should boo him. Boo Kawhi Leonard. He's doing the same thing with the Clippers now.
Yeah.
What's the excuse there?
We'll see what happens.
We will see what happens.
What else we have? Oh, Curry had to have another hand surgery, but just to remove the pins.
Okay, so he's progressing.
Yeah, he's progressing.
I still
think he gonna sit out the whole year.
But if he know what we know, he should. My hand don't feel too well.
Yeah, definitely.
And at least sit out the rest of the season.
Absolutely.
Okay,
so let's have another little mini debate. Because this one's about Chris Paul.
This one is about Chris Paul.
I feel like he's a snitch, and my dad feels like
He's smart.
He's smart. So okay, let me start real quick. I was watching the OKC Thunder face the Timberwolves the other night, and it was like, about 15 seconds left in the game, or about 2 seconds left in the game, and Towns is shooting his free throws, He misses the first one, boom, okay, cool. Then all of a sudden, they was about to check in Jordan Bell.
Yes.
And he points out, oh my God, Jordan Bell doesn't have his shirt tucked in.
Yes.
He's untucked. That's a delayed game.
So
then they gave him the technical shot, which brought them down to 2.
Yes.
And then, it brought them down to 1, and then Towns made the second one, and they tied the ball game. They ended up winning the ball game. Anyway.
Yes.
But, okay, cool. So then the next night, they faced the Portland Trailblazers.
Yes.
His boy Melo. Melo was fighting for the rebound. They gave it to Chris Paul, and then Melo thought he should have got fouled. He clapped his hands, not towards the referee.
Yes.
And Chris Paul was calling for technical.
Yes.
Oh, my boy.
Yes.
Dude, you turned into 6'9"?
So you're saying he's a snitch?
He's a snitch. Especially the second one pissed me off because I'm like, we homeboys.
Listen, I'm going to say, tell me when it's my turn.
No, I'm just saying, like, okay, like last year when you was with Houston and you had that fight with Rondo, didn't LeBron back you up more than anything?
Yes, that's a little different.
But I don't know. You a snitch, Chris Paul. And then these little antics that you be doing, yet you wonder why I don't like you as a player.
Okay, my turn?
Yeah, go ahead, go.
I say Chris Paul is smart because he knew already that they already had one delayed game.
Okay.
That they got previously in the game.
Right.
He knew that this free throw would increase their chances.
Yeah.
So he called out. Remember, he was the players union guy.
Yeah,
so
you're snitching on other players.
So he knows how these rules go. That's smart basketball. On this court, I'm trying to win ball games by any means necessary within the rules. That is within the rules. And the results was they won the ball game. So because they won the ball game and he found a loophole in the system, that's smart. The next night against Melo, you my boy off the court. On the court, you my enemy. I'm trying to beat you. I'm trying to destroy you. I'm trying to humiliate you. And if I can get the ref, how many times have you seen Reggie Miller back in the day flop? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw Patrick Beverly do it.
Yeah, dude. Fall out. Whatever. James Harden does it all the time.
Yeah.
He didn't get fouled. His head goes back. All of these things to convince the referee, but because you saying Chris Paul pointed it out to the ref, that's like snitching to Popo.
That's snitching.
Nah, son. That's smart basketball.
So was it smart basketball when they called that blocking foul against LeBron in the finals?
That was something different.
That was? How was that?
That was different because they went to the videotape to look for something else, and while they was there, discovered something else. Now that was a little crazy. All right? So I'm going to say Chris Paul is smart.
Chris Paul, you a snitch. And
Eli
this is why I don't like you as a player.
Is a snitch. Wonder why. I like you, Chris Paul, when we meet and see you. Eli will like you then too. Yes?
No, you a snitch. You snitch on my homie.
And he is smart.
All right. Knicks fired David Fiztdale.
Yes, the Knicks fired David Fiztdale. I think Fizdale became the fall guy.
Absolutely. Because first of all, I only coached 2 seasons.
Right.
Y'all you're going to fire me off of the bad management that we already know the Knicks already have.
Yes. But he should have known that when he took the job.
Yeah, and that's why they asked Steve Kerr after he got fired, did you feel like you made the right decision? He said, absolutely.
Yes.
I went to 5 straight finals. I like this team way better.
Absolutely.
Even though I was trying to help out.
And Fizdale was trying to change the culture there.
Right.
And the culture at the top is bad with Dolan.
Right.
And Steve Mills and these guys.
Yeah, the president.
Yeah, they do all of that stuff needs to go.
Yeah.
But Fizdale probably got a 5-year deal.
Oh yeah, he's still gonna get paid.
And they say if they fire me, at least for the next 3 or 4 years, I get paid.
He still get paid.
So he's fine. But he had Julius Randle bringing the ball up at point guard, Morris bringing the ball. Some weird kind of combinations he had as a coach that made me scratch my head.
Okay.
Now, I think that rumor has it that they're trying to hire Becky Hammond.
Oh, okay. I know what it is.
As a coach.
Listen,
I'm hearing Jason Kidd.
Hold on. Becky, don't leave San Antonio.
No, don't
please don't. Please,
because you can inherit that team.
Yeah, trust me. Eventually, be patient. And it's San Antonio.
Yes.
I like San Antonio way better than the Knicks.
But she played for the Liberty.
I don't care. It's the Knicks.
Just throwing it out there.
And that's a whole different team. Not same organization, but a whole different team.
Yes.
The Liberty was still better than the Knicks.
Do you think Mark Jackson should take the Knicks job?
No.
I think he would garner more respect.
Yeah, true.
I think he could get a few players who normally wouldn't come.
Here's my thing. If you're gonna fire Fizdale, then that means you don't have any respect for any solid elite coach.
Yes.
That comes through that door.
I agree, but I do say this: at some point, something has to change. I'm hearing Jason Kidd. because they think Giannis might want to come there. So
To the Knicks?
Well, Jason Kidd, you know how you
right,
coach too.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing a bunch of rumors, but we'll see where it goes.
But I'm just saying, at least I would have preferred to see him coach maybe one more season.
Yes, and I expected
That was just a little bit too rational.
I expected more from the Knicks this year. I really did. When I looked at their team on paper, I said they could fight for that 8th spot just to get in.
True. So there are some reports coming out that Zion will not return until 2020, early 2020, like
that's what I'm hearing.
January, mid-January, late February, early February. They need to be safe with this. Because this is your money maker.
Yeah, but you didn't need to be that safe when you picked them number 1. Meaning, were these issues I'm asking that developed later, or did they pick him knowing going into the season he might not be ready?
No, it was later. I think it was after. It was right around the time that they were doing that summer league.
Yeah, that we noticed.
Because remember, he got hurt in the summer.
And they pulled him.
They pulled him. He came back. Oh, it was the preseason, remember?
Yes.
Because it was right before the regular season game.
Yes.
That they were supposed to face Toronto for the opener.
Right, absolutely.
And then that was when they said he tore his, what was it, meniscus?
Yes, tore something.
Yeah, tore something, and then he was out for 6 to 8 weeks. Now it's coming close to that 6th or 8th week. And now
he's
it's just
not
like,
ready.
Yeah, now it's just like.
Okay, I would also recommend that they be safe if this is your franchise player.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, you lost Anthony Davis.
Because you lost Anthony Davis coming in. So let's hope Zion, because we wanted to start a Zion watch here.
Yeah, and watch him play
on
and
the
possibly,
show,
and possibly get Rookie of the Year. That's automatically done now.
Right. So that's done. I think John Morant wins that hands down.
Or does RJ have his shot still?
Not with a losing team like that.
True.
I think Memphis is playing a little bit more basketball.
You are listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
All right, so let's get into some culture. We have some sad news in the hip hop community.
Yes.
Sunday morning, we lost Juice WRLD, young and coming up rapper.
Young and upcoming artist, yes.
He had 2 albums that went platinum, and he just won, I think, some American Music Awards a couple weeks before.
Yes.
And he was on his way back to Chicago for his birthday because it was like right around his birthday week. And they landed, and he took like 6 undescribed pills.
Yeah, Percocets or something.
And he had a seizure and passed away in his sleep.
So we want to send our condolences
to friends and family.
To friends and family.
I was a huge fan of his music. And this generation of music, in my mind in particular, from this 17 to 21, we're not making it past.
Yeah.
21.
Because of heavy use in drugs. And so it becomes an issue.
Yeah, and then it's like, I'm starting
with Mac Miller.
Yeah, Mac. Even though Mac was like a little older, but still.
Yeah, XXXtentacion.
Yeah.
With his untimely death.
Yeah.
Lil Peep, was it?
Yeah, Lil Peep.
And now we have
And then me and you in between that was Nipsey.
Yes, so a lot of young artists. So we want to again send our families out to Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
I mean, our condolences out to his family and friends.
And we'll, as young people, as for my generation, we'll keep his music alive as we normally do with the rest of them.
Absolutely.
And yeah, but sorry. So it's Eminem versus Nick Cannon.
Yeah, have you heard about this beef?
This beef started because Eminem was featured on Fat Joe's new album,
right,
with somebody else.
And he said something slick.
He said something slick about Mariah and Nick Cannon.
Okay.
So then it came back to Nick Cannon. And then he was jokingly around, was like, should I respond to this? This was years ago. Because even though he's an amazing battle rapper, he holds grudges.
Yes, obviously, because that's something that happens.
And it's I can understand if you're, like, as a fan, you don't really notice it because you just love his little play on words.
Right.
But then when you really step back and look at the big picture, you realize, you have a grudge against everything.
Yes.
Or everyone.
Everyone, yes.
But long story short, this was old. And then I guess Nick went on, like, Wild 'N Out, one of his TV shows, and called Eminem out. And he dropped a diss track on M. It was not too bad. It was, solid for
I didn't get to hear it yet.
Nick. And then But now Eminem is doing this little Twitter finger stuff.
Oh, he's at the Twitter fingers at it. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. This is really
catty.
This is really petty and catty.
Yeah, kind of petty and catty.
On both ends, but I get why Nick had to do it, because that was...
His lady.
Yeah, his lady.
And had to defend that.
Yeah, because I have 2 children with her. Like,
yes, absolutely.
This is more petty on Eminem's part, and then the more times you keep... Like, oh my God, it's so hard for me, because I'm such a big fan of M.
Yes,
like, and we love all his old stuff.
Right.
His new stuff, okay, cool, but now it's starting to get to that point where it's like, I love you and I need to let you go.
Yeah, you get to that point where your artists, the ones you love, they don't have that spark anymore.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I gotta let you go.
And now he's trying to stay relevant, doing other things, and it happens.
Yeah, so I don't know. The Joker is nominated for 4 Golden Globes.
4 Golden Globes.
Golden Globes, yeah.
Let's clap that up. That's good.
Also, the Oscars is coming up soon.
And the Oscars is coming up, and they should probably win that.
Yeah, a couple of those. But that means that they're doing their thing. They're getting the revenue or the milestones they really need.
Yes, to line it all up. Absolutely.
And we obviously know that the sequel will be coming, because
that's what I'm hearing.
There's too much money on the table for
that's what I'm hearing. But sometimes movies don't need a sequel.
Sometimes they don't, but I would like to see, because of how well the first one went, because obviously we know if he didn't pass away at his young age, we would have definitely got a sequel, because he was already talking to Christopher Nolan's about the sequel, because mind you, it wasn't supposed to be banned.
Right.
He was saying how he wanted the Joker to start off in the Arkham Asylum. In the creepy little hospital.
Yes,
and go from there. Break out and then face Batman one more time.
Got you.
So, but I do want to see how Todd Phillips and Phoenix do the sequel, because nobody has ever gotten the Joker sequel.
Okay. So maybe they can make history with that.
Right. So, we'll see what happens. And also, you can own the Joker movie December 17th.
December 17th.
On DVD. So.
On DVD. On demand, if you want that in your collection.
Absolutely. Kanye West is singing a concert at Yankee Stadium.
Yes, him and
Joel Olson.
Yeah, Joel Olson are having a gospel concert.
Okay.
At Yankee Stadium, and it ought to be interesting.
Yeah,
Yankee Stadium is huge.
Absolutely, I've seen he's been doing these gospel.
Yeah, he's been doing these concerts.
Yeah.
Turning his life over to God. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Kind of thought he was already with guy with the other albums.
Yeah, but I guess he's fully developed.
Right. Okay.
And turned over now.
Yeah. So see how that happens. Friday, X dropped his final posthumous album. His final one. Let me see. Okay, let's talk about his legacy real quick, because I'm not trying to really get into the album as much. You got to depend. You have to listen to that for yourself to rate that.
Okay.
Because for me, I listened to it, I tried to, and it didn't really click for me.
It's not cohesive.
It's not cohesive enough, because there's too many. It's just a bunch of loose, raw drafts that he would have finished, that he couldn't because he passed away.
Right. So it's a lot of scraps.
And at first I was upset with his mom a little bit, just because she was the executive producer of it.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, okay, you should have either just listened to it and just realize, okay, this is not his quality.
He would never let this leave the studio.
He would have never co-signed it, but I understood it, because she said, look, he signed a contract, a $10 million contract.
So he had an obligation.
He had an obligation
for us to continue to get that money.
Right.
Does he have a daughter?
He has a son.
He has a son, so she's got to think about the son.
Yeah, absolutely. So now I get the
business aspect.
The business aspect of it.
But the creative aspect is what you're talking about.
Right. The creative part of it. And then what's another part? Okay. 2, they kind of stretched it out with that whole unfinished raw draft to 25 songs, which I get, because you're trying to put out all his music, because this is his last
They may
project.
have been better just doing 10 quality songs.
Yeah, but it was one of those, I don't want to leave any songs of his in the vault and just leave you wondering, like, oh my God.
Right, yeah.
So, but I get the whole business aspect of it.
Okay, all right. So that works for that.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, The world according to Eli.
So let's get into these week 15.
Yeah. I'm still losing, guys. Don't worry about it.
Eli's getting slaughtered. We will tally everything when it's all said and done.
Because I thought I was going to win the Saints game. Lost that one. Betted on my Patriots. Lost that one. And I think I lost either the Monday night game or the Sunday night game. One of the two.
Well, this Thursday we have the Jets at the Ravens.
Give me the Ravens.
We'll both take the Ravens. No way they lose to the Jets.
Give me the Ravens.
Patriots at the Bengals.
Patriots.
Y'all should win after filming them, stealing their plays. You should be able to win.
That was nice. That was nice to get.
Bucks at the Lions.
Give me the Lions.
Bucks been playing good.
I heard that Winston is second behind Deshaun in passing.
He's throwing some bombs.
He's second behind Dak in yards, but he's first in interceptions. That's mind-blowing.
That is mind-blowing, yeah. Texans at the Titans. Divisional game.
Titans have to win that.
I'm going to go with the Texans. I think the Texans.
Well, no, I'm sorry. The Texans have to win that, but I'm going with the Titans.
Broncos at the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Chiefs.
Even though I heard that the new quarterback threw for 300 yards, and, you know.
Yeah, it's an anomaly. It won't happen again.
True.
Dolphins at the Giants. Who cares? I'll take the Dolphins.
I'm going to take the Giants. I think I'm going to give Eli one more shot. I'm pretty sure he's going to start again.
All right. Eagles at the Redskins. This is a
divisional game.
Yeah, I think the Eagles win.
Eagles.
No, I'm going to take the Redskins. They're in Washington.
No, give me the Eagles. Eagles probably win that because they got the third.
Seahawks at the Panthers.
Seahawks.
I, too, would take the Seahawks.
Now have to win because
Bears and Packers. Ooh, in Lambeau. I got the Packers.
Give me the Bears. I'm gonna gamble.
Are you going to go out on a limb?
I'm going to go out on a limb.
Vikings, Chargers.
Vikings.
I, too, will take the Vikings in that one. Jaguars, Raiders. I'm going to take the Raiders.
Give me the Jaguars.
Eli, take the Jaguars. Browns, Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Cardinals. Rams, Cowboys.
Rams.
In Dallas. You
Rams.
got the Rams. I'm going to take the Cowboys. I think they bounce back. Falcons at the 49ers.
49ers.
Yeah, I think the 49ers in San Francisco wins that. Mm-hmm. The Bills at the Steelers. This is a good one.
Oh, I gotta take the Steelers because I need the Bills to lose.
I too will take the Steelers.
Yeah.
And the Monday night game has the Colts against the Saints. I think we'll both take the Saints.
Saints will bounce back.
Saints will bounce back and get that win.
Those are our Week 15 picks.
Those are the Week 15 picks. Where can we be reached?
We can be reached on SoundCloud, iTunes, Twitter, IG, Snapchat, YouTube, and Facebook, all at the WATE Podcast. Follow me on all social media platforms. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notifications so you can get every post that we post up.
And we are out of here. Peace.
Peace out, people.
Peace out, people.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The WATE, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.